Harlan Williams, Mark Normand, Andy's Dick, Donnell Rawlings. These are just a few of the stand-up comedians who have been a guest on the podcast of Matan Evan. If you don't already know, Matan Evan is a YouTuber who trolled a lot of comedians, influencers, and public figures and has had a plethora of viral moments that have helped him amass over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. A lot of comedians who have appeared on Matan's podcast have done a great job of rolling with the punches while dealing some of their own great lines.
No, that was Eskimo for suck my sister's leg braces right off her legs and watch her run wild through a barley field.
That's impressive that you can just say bullshit like that right off the top of your head.
Well, suck my sister's face.
While other comedians have not had their episodes as well received by the public. However, there was one episode he did that was incredibly frustrating to watch at first, but the confusion and chaos still made the episode incredibly entertaining, and that was the episode with comedian and podcaster Rick Glassman. Rick Glassman is best known for being a bit of a troll and a little bit autistic in his podcast and comedy.
What the f*** is autism, by the way?
I could explain it pretty easily.
Okay, shit.
Are you sitting down? There are a lot of different character traits.
Even on his Kill Tony appearance, there were people talking on Reddit, posting about how insufferable he is, completely missing the fact that this is Rick's style of comedy. I don't find Rick annoying, but I know other people do, hence why I titled today's video the way that I did. But what happens when Rick meets with another troll for a full podcast episode? We're going to get into that right now. The episode starts off with Matan bringing on Rick and taking away his water bottle, which immediately puts some tension into the air on the show.
Hey.
How you doing? Thanks for coming. Please, in case anybody doesn't know you, just introduce yourself. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Have my water?
Oh, no, it's not allowed. No advertisements. Do you want me to bring you something to drink?
All right. I'm sorry this couldn't work out.
You need the water? It's that important?
That's why I brought it, yeah. And you have advertisers, right? Who are some of your advertisers? Obviously not Mountain Valley Water, but who are some of your advertisers? DraftKings was one of them, right?
No, Prize Picks.
Oh, what's so great about Prize Picks?
Nothing.
Oh, they dropped you.
No, they're gonna buy more actually, but they didn't buy any on this one, so I'm only speaking badly about them.
Hey.
So for anybody who doesn't know you, you're a half black, half Jewish, quarter homeless, autistic, blind, disabled comedian. Which out of those is the most difficult to deal with?
Same again?
No, go ahead. Which one is out of those is the most difficult to deal with?
I don't know. I don't really understand the question. Like,
so when you wake up one day, maybe which one is the hardest typically for you to go with day to day?
I guess, I could answer your question most honestly without choosing from your silly multiple choice. Right now, the obstacles that I've been feeling, and I'm grateful for that this is all it is, but I've been feeling a bit lonely.
No, but that wasn't part of it. It was mostly about...
What do you think half black, half white means?
I didn't say half white.
What's the other half?
Half Jewish.
I don't know, man. What's the next question,
What I love most about Rick is how sharp his improv skills are. Seeing him and Matan go back and forth in the first couple minutes is really entertaining, but if you're not a fan of Rick Glassman, I could see why some people would not enjoy watching this. The first question Matan gives Rick, he completely deflects, and it's pretty fun to watch. Rick is really in his element here, making Matan's job a lot harder than it needs to be, and Rick even fucks with the other guy on the set right before a very obvious jump cut.
Like I've never not been half black.
Yeah, but no, that's fine.
How
but
difficult that is.
You can be self-aware about which one makes the most problems for you.
I don't know. I mean,
I used to be Jewish, and that one made issues for me.
Yeah?
So I stopped being Jewish.
Half black, I guess?
Oh, you picked the only one that wasn't true, huh?
What the fuck did you just say? My grandfather on my mother's side is half black, and my grandfather on my father's side is half black.
You said that you would pick the one that's half black, but you're not even clearly black, so why is that one the most difficult?
Have you not seen me play basketball? Hey. We're recording something, huh? You see how I have my phone face down? No. Don't put it on the floor. Hey. Hey, man, I could leave, and you could edit out everything.
That's not cool, because then I need at least 40 minutes for an episode.
All right, what's the next question?
If you leave now, I'm cutting out the podcasting you said in the beginning.
That's fine.
I'm not sure if something actually weird happened that was cut out of the show or not, or if it was just done for comedic effect on Matan's end, but it definitely adds to the tension between Rick and Matan. Then Rick asks about the parking, and Matan screws with him a little bit.
How much research did you do about me? For real?
A little bit.
A little bit? How much do you think I did about you? Are there any nice questions?
They're all nice questions.
Because when I drove here...
Do you want me to...
I got here 10 minutes early. You might not know that because I wasn't 10 minutes early. You know why? because when this was booked, I got no phone number, just an email address.
Oh yeah, email.
And I emailed when I got here 10 minutes before I was supposed to that there's no parking.
Okay.
I'm driving all over the place. I'm parking at a PetSmart. Then I come here and I have to go up this weird alleyway in a parking garage that I can't even get into. This whole time I find out, your producer tells me, oh, we have a parking pass if you want it. Do you want that?
Oh,
hey,
did
buddy,
you use it?
I could have used that 15 minutes ago.
So where'd you park?
PetSmart.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's better for you to park over there because then we keep the parking space clear here in case anybody wants to use it.
I laughed at this one personally. Then Matan asks Rick about gay people being evil, and Rick tells Matan he is gay, and we get an admission from Matan that Rick is being successful with his shtick. And then we get another question later on about roofies.
Do
They
you
were
think
evil
there's any
first.
of them that aren't evil?
Gay people that aren't evil? Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I'm gay.
No, that's not true. I know that not to be true.
How do you know that not to be true?
Oh, I guess it's possible that it's just not public information, but that would be disappointing.
I am not attracted to most men.
What's the implication from that? Just
I'm only attracted to very, very good looking men. So I don't know what bit you would have done, but I don't think that you have any hot guy friends.
you're making it difficult. You're arguing about gay people. You're saying they're not evil.
I'm making it difficult. This whole show should be called difficult.
Should it be illegal to put sleeping medicine in a woman's drink to help them fall asleep faster?
If they are not consenting, yes. But if it's your wife and she is,
No, they don't know. You met them at a bar?
I don't drink.
I'm giving a hypothetical, not with you specifically. Should it
That's
be
what I
illegal?
say to my buddy Pathetical when he walks in.
Oh, I get it. That's not. It's a okay pun, but go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead with the question.
I don't have one.
I'm not gonna lie, the part where Rick says, I don't drink, had me cackling in my fucking chair. Just outstanding improv. Absolutely love it. Then we get to see Mike come on the show and try to get a hug from Rick, and it gets shut down by him very fast. Later on, we get to see Matan break a little bit when Rick Glassman starts trying to throw puns at him, and Matan has this shit-eating grin on his face where you know that he's totally enjoying it.
If you have something set up that's going to get me wet, buddy, don't get me wet. Don't get me wet. I'm serious.
Hug.
No.
Hug.
Buddy, hey,
Hug.
hey.
Hug. Hug.
Hey, you're in my space. I'm going to give one warning.
Hug. Give him a hug. Hug. Give him a hug. Hug. You better give him a hug. Hug.
Don't get me wet.
Hug. 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 Hug.
Hey,
Hug. Hug.
don't hurt your cameras, man. I don't want to get wet.
I think that's a good way to treat people when they ask you for a hug.
Hey,
That's not cool at all.
you know, I didn't touch him. Isn't that your excuse for why you think it's okay to people?
I never said that was allowed. It's illegal. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So what I say? What was the guy? Homeless guy?
Donnell Rawlings?
Oh, that's racist. Why? Because he's black?
Is he?
Pretty clearly.
I hope you edit that out then.
Oh no, I don't edit stuff. That's in every episode. Oh, I don't know. I just don't like him.
Would you say you dislike them?
What's the pun?
No pun. I know you don't like them.
You just separated the syllables?
I know you don't like puns, so I'm just compromising. You could say I'm just playing with the rhetoric.
You are seriously autistic.
You are super autistic is probably the best compliment Matan could give Rick. And you know Rick did his homework researching the podcast before his appearance, and it shows. Then they start to get into a dispute about slander and talking shit about people, and Rick once again just derails the entire nature of the question. There's a comment on this video that I think perfectly sums up this entire podcast episode, which says, quote, "The comedy of Jews trying to out-annoy each other is priceless," end quote. What a beautiful, compendious way to put exactly what this podcast episode is. We're around halfway through the episode, and I don't think Rick has answered a single one of Matan's questions sincerely. He's pretty much steamrolled his entire way through all of them, and has even succeeded at making Matan a little bit frustrated. Rick is pretty much disarming Matan's weapon anytime he tries to use it. I love seeing Matan get visibly annoyed with the guest, and then right after start to break and smile because he's loving every second of the exchange. Later on in the episode, Matan does his classic long neck bit, which is traditionally how he closes the episodes out, and the way Rick responds is just so fucking funny.
I'm gonna hire Longneck to sue you.
In fact, yeah, Longneck, the guy that you talk about at the end of every episode, because I pay attention. I do my research. You don't.
You're trying to do a bit right
This
here.
was really fun.
Okay, we'll move
Thanks
on.
for doing this.
A lot of children nowadays have problems focusing. Do you think it would help to send them to a concentration camp?
You're saying like Auschwitz?
Yeah.
No,
Why not? I didn't mean to offend you again.
you didn't. I'm just mad. Are you curious why I'm mad, or does that not matter to you?
I guess I'm curious, yeah.
Look at the growth. I'm mad because that's funny to you.
Seeing Matan yell after this was great. Great question and deflection from Rick. Then the podcast ends with Matan bringing in Longneck, the guest, and Rick tells Matan just how much fun he had. All in all, I wasn't super familiar with Rick Glassman before this, but after this episode and sitting through his manufactured annoyment, he's really grown on me a lot. I'm sure Matan will have him back on at some point given the success of this episode, but all in all, I really enjoyed it overall. Anyway, I know this type of content's a little different from my usual comedy-centric content, but to me this podcast stuff is adjacent to the world of comedy, and it really interested me ever since I watched it, so I hope you guys enjoyed this different style of video about Matan Evan and Rick Glassman. If you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you hated the video, make sure to send it to someone that you don't like, and call me gay in the comments down below. That's all I got for you today. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.